Hey guys, Coach Junior here with part one of our online at-home training video. As you saw and heard on the video before, we're going to be covering the basics. All right, so I have a breakdown of what I want you guys to do here today. We are going to start with a warm-up. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to jog in place. So I want you guys to bring out a timer and have it ready to go because we're going to jog in place for 2 minutes straight without stopping. After that, we're going to be doing push-ups and sit-ups, jumping jacks, and squats. After our warm-up, we're going to work on some stretches, right? Because it's very important that we keep our body nice and limber for our kicks and everything. After our stretches, it's on to conditioning. Today, on this video, we're going to be working with horse stances, slow punches, fast punches at the different heights, high, middle, and low. After we're done with our conditioning, we're going to start on our technique. We're going to start from the very beginning today with attention stance, how to bow properly, and how to do our yoi and get into our guard stance. The technique for the day is going to be a front kick breakdown. We're going to learn how to properly throw a front kick, and we're going to end this with a nice mat check. All right, you guys ready? So first things first, get that timer out. We're going to run in place. Ready, set, and go. Awesome. Now we're going to do our push-ups, right? So we're going to do 10 push-ups first. So ready? I'm going to count to 3. I want you guys to squat down, get into push-up position, and then I'm going to start counting. You guys ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Everybody in push-up position, ready? Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Awesome. All right, now I want everybody on your backs. Let's get ready to do our sit-ups. Are you guys ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Now everybody up. We are going to work on our jumping jacks. Are you guys ready? We're going to do 10 of them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good, guys. And the very last thing we're going to do here in our warm-up are squats. So I'm going to count to 1. You guys are going to squat down and come right back up and get ready for that second one, the third one, and so on. Are you guys ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now here's the time where I want you guys to pause, rewind to the beginning of that video where you were running in place, and do that all over again because we're going to do this 2 times each. All right, now we're going to move on to our stretching portion. So I want everybody to stand in a nice position, and we're going to look up and down. And we're going to look up and down. And one more time up, and one more time down. Then we're going to look to our right, and then to the left, and the right, and the left. One more time to the right, and one more time to the left. Very good. Now we're going to lean to the right over here, and the left, lean to the right, and to the left. Very good. Now we're going to rotate all the way around. Very good. And other way. Rotate. Good. Now we're going to do our arm stretches. We're going to open, close. Very good. All right, now we're going to rotate our arms forward. Make sure you guys do this slow and not too fast. If you're doing it too fast, you can hurt your muscles. And we're going to go backwards. Nice and slow, guys. It's not a race. We just want to get our bodies nice and loose. Good. The next one we're going to do, remember, for this one, we want to keep our heads straight. Only our bodies and our arms are going to move, all right? So we're going to turn this way, like that. Very good. Nice and easy. Good. Now the next one, we're gonna take our arm across like this, and the other arm, we're gonna put it right by our elbow, right here. We're gonna hold that for 5 seconds. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Now the other arm across, and the hand right here by the elbow, and we're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Now we're gonna take this arm again, we're gonna put it back, and with the other hand, we're gonna pull back. We're gonna count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now this arm, we're gonna put it back, pull it back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good, guys. Now this one's actually my personal favorite because I call it the superhero, right? You make like a superhero pose like this with your hands on your hips. And then the arm from the other side is gonna come and grab your elbow and pull forward like this. So we're stretching our shoulders. So ready? We're gonna count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. And back to superhero pose right here. We're gonna reach across, grab again, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. So now the next step of this is we're gonna take it to the ground so we can get our legs stretched out a little bit. This one will be easy. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a butterfly stretch. So we're gonna put our feet together like this. We're gonna hold it right here. All right, and we're gonna try and push our knees down into the ground. So the way I like to do this is I hold it here. I push my knees down and my chest goes up like this with my head up like that, like I'm about to fly. And I hold this for 5 seconds. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I relax. And then I do it one more time like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now I'm gonna stick one leg out and my other one is in. I'm going to try and reach as far as I can. My goal is to touch my toes. That's your goal too. If you can do that, awesome. What I want you to do, if you can't touch your toes, is try to go as far down on your foot as you can. You guys ready? We're gonna reach out, we're gonna touch it, and we're gonna count to 5. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we relax, and we're gonna take it to the other side now. We're gonna switch our feet, and the same thing, we're gonna try and reach as far as we can. What I always tell my students that are still trying to achieve that goal of touching their toes, if they cannot, if you have your gi pants on, you can hold on to it. If you do not, you can hold your shin just like this and pull yourself forward. And we're gonna count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Remember, guys, when we're stretching or practicing anything, one of the most important things to remember is that it's okay if you cannot do it yet. This is why we practice. The more you practice, the more you do it, the better you get at it, the further you can reach down on your stretches. All right, so moving on to our next stretch, we're gonna open up here in a straddle, and we're gonna go down the middle. Right, I'm gonna try to reach as far as possible down the middle. I'm gonna count to 5. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I'm gonna go to the left, touch the toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Now we're gonna stand up so we can get ready and started for our conditioning. So first on our conditioning is horse stance. So let's try and get a really good horse stance going over here. What I like to do for horse stance and measure it out is I start standing about the how far apart my shoulders are, and then I take one big step to the left. And I open up almost like I'm doing a split, and then I'm gonna pretend I'm sitting on a bench right here. My hands are gonna come right here to chamber like this, all right? The first exercise we're gonna do in our horse stance here to work out our legs are internalized punches, or as you guys may know them, slow punches. Those are the ones that we breathe out nice and hard, right? I like to call it dragon breath. It's like I'm almost breathing fire. So I want you guys to pretend you're breathing fire when you're doing these punches. So we're gonna have our hands here. We're gonna do 5 internalized punches. So we're gonna start right from here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Now we're going to put our hands in chamber here, and we're going to start with our externalized punches, or our hard punches. These are the punches that we ki for. Okay, so our hands are in chamber, and remember, we're going to do 2 punches up high, 2 punches to the middle, and 2 punches down low. We're always going to start with our right hand. Are you guys ready? So our hands right here. We're going to do our first punch. 1, 2, 2. Now the next punch is going to be towards the middle. 3, 4, and then our last 2 punches are going to be belt level. 5 and 6. Very good. All right, guys, we're going to move on to the conditioning part of our class today. So what we're going to be conditioning with today is horse stance. We're going to be using our horse stance, right, to work on our legs. Leg strength is very important in martial arts, right? It's almost like a house or a tree. Strong roots, you can stand up better, you hold your ground better, all right? What we're going to be doing in horse stance is we're going to be doing punches. We're going to do 2 punches up high. Usually when we throw them, we ask people to throw it like chin level, so like right about this high. See where my chin is and where my hand is, right? The second one, we do it at chest level right here. Just like our normal punches in horse stance, right from there. And then our third set of punches is going to be at belt level. So we're going to throw it down low right here. So I'll stand sideways right here so you guys can see. Right down low, right about where my belt is almost for the third one. All right. So to get into a horse stance, we're going to stand here first in attention stance, right? I'm going to open up right here, right about the width of my shoulders, right where they're at. And then what I like to do is I just open it a little bit more, like I'm starting to do a split, and then I sit. Almost like I'm sitting on a bench or on a horse stance. You guys get it? So then what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands into chamber right here. All right? And the first set of punches we're going to do actually is our internalized punches. Those are our slow punches with the deep breathing. All right? So we're going to do 10 of those punches. I'm going to do it with you guys. I want you guys to follow along at my pace. Do not go faster than me. You guys got it? Awesome. Let's get it started. So hands in chamber. We're going to start with our right hand. Everybody raise your right hand for me. That's that one right there. We're going to make a fist, put it into chamber, and we're going to go ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Remember to really sit into those horse stances. I know it can be easy to be throwing the punches and slowly come up from our horse stance like that. But remember, just remind yourself every once in a while to just sit right back into that horse stance. All right. Now we're going to do our external punches, or our hard punches. The first 2 punches we do are the high punches. Remember, chin level. The other 2 we do are chest level, and the last 2 we do are belt level. So you guys remember that, right? So hands in chamber. Once again, raise your right hand. That's the hand we're going to be using for the first punch. So ready? We're going to go, and we got to make sure to do what? Ki. I want a good loud ki. I want your neighbors to complain about how loud you guys are doing your ki's. Ready? And 1, ki, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good, guys. And we're going to stand up in attention stance. All right, guys, let's move on to the technique portion of our class tonight. Remember, we're going to be working on our attention stance, yoi, how to bow properly, our guard stance, and then I'm going to do a breakdown of the front kick that you guys can go back and watch over and over so you can keep practicing it and perfect the front kick. By the time you guys are back here on the mat, I expect you guys to have like black belt level front kicks. All right, so let's get this started. So in attention stance, right, we're gonna put our heels together like this, and we're gonna open up our feet and pretend there's a slice of pizza right in there. Not New York style, because that's really, really big. We're gonna keep it a little bit, regular right there. Our backs are gonna be straight, our shoulders are gonna be back a little bit, and our hands are gonna be right down here by our side, and we're gonna be looking forward. So when I say attention stance, you guys say, yes, sir. So we're gonna go right here, relax, and attention stance. That's our heels together one more time, back straight, shoulders back, hands down by our side, and looking straight. Very good, guys. All right, so to properly bow, one of the most important things is to always maintain eye contact. You never wanna look down while you're bowing. You wanna look at the person you're bowing as a sign of respect. So we're gonna bend at the waist. We're gonna come down, our hands are gonna come to the front right here, to the top of our knees. We're gonna say oos, and we're gonna come right back up. Remember, a good bow should last 6 seconds. I want you guys to remember that because I will be asking that question on the mat very soon. So how long does a good bow last? 6 seconds. So count with me here. We're gonna go down, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're gonna do it in real time. And right? Oos. Very good, guys. The next thing we're going to work on is our yoi. Yoi means ready in Japanese. It's a very important part in our karate style. Not only does it mentally get us prepared for the technique we're about to do, yoi is also self-defense, which you guys are going to be learning the techniques in yoi and what they do later on in the other videos, in our later videos. So to do yoi, my left leg is going to step off to the side. My left hand is gonna go on top of my right hand, double spear down like this. Both of my hands are gonna come into chamber, and I'm gonna do a double punch down. What's important to remember in yoi is the breathing. The breathing is key when you're doing yoi. You're gonna inhale 2 times. That means you're going to breathe in 2 times. And on the final move, you're gonna exhale. You're gonna let all that air in your lungs out in a hard breath. So you're gonna go here, we're gonna go here, step to the left with my left, inhale, inhale, and exhale. So it looks like this in real time. And yoi. Very good. The next thing, moving on, is our guard stance. What we're going to work on is left foot forward guard stance. I want you to really pay attention to that one. Left foot forward, not back, not right, not left, not forward, not up, not anywhere else. My left foot is going to come to the front, and my hands are going to come up to block my face. So it looks like this. I am in yoi. My hands are going to come up, and I'm going to turn my body a little bit, and my hands are going to go here like I'm looking to the back over there. My left foot comes to the front, and then both hands come up to block my face, and that's where I will ki-ai. So I want to hear a good strong ki-ai from you guys when you get there. So it looks like this. From yoi, ready, and left foot forward guard stance. Ai, ha! All right. So when our hands are here, the hand in the back right here, it's going to be up right next to your cheek right here to protect your face. And what do we call that? We call that answering the bone. I know you guys remember that. The next hand is going to be right in front of your face, and we call that tipping the hat, right? Like you're going to take your hat off, and that blocks right there. And remember, guys, I always tell you guys to what? Clean your house. So every once in a while, just tap your forehead like that just to remember and remind yourselves to keep that hand up right there. Very good. So those are the basics, right? Your attention stance, your yoi, your bow, and your guard stance. So on to the technique. I want to break down this front kick for you guys really, really good. I want you guys to be able to do this perfect. The front kick is a very easy kick to do. You don't have to be too flexible for it, and it is the most basic kick you're going to learn in karate. For this front kick is a front snap kick. So we're not going to be pushing with it. It's going to be an out and back motion, out and back. The part we're going to be hitting with is the ball of the foot, is the part right there, right on the bottom. So you're going to need to pull your toes back. I'm going to stand sideways right here so you guys can see this breakdown. I'm actually going to give you guys a little exercise to get used to that chamber that I do when I practice. This is one of the things I love to do to practice my front kick. So I'm going to have my hands up right here, and I'm just going to do this 5 times, and I want you guys to do it with me. Right? We're going to bring up the chamber, bring our knee up right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What I want you guys to notice here when I'm doing this, I'm going to do it slow for you guys to see, is I'm actually already pulling my toes back to get the ball of my foot ready for the impact. So I'm gonna do it facing you guys now so you can see. Watch, my knee comes up and my toe is already pulled back so that when I throw it out, the ball of the foot is already ready for that. So back over here. We're gonna chamber, hands stay up. We're gonna kick out, hit with the bottom, bring it back to chamber, and down. All right, let's do 10 of those together, guys. I wanna hear ki for each one. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Practice those, guys. Remember, repetition, skills come from your drills. The more you drill, the better you are going to be at it. Got it? Us.